Well, it's great to see you, Dan, at the Mobile World Congress this year. I have a couple of questions for you on your most recent developments. So first of all, what do you consider to be the most important new features offered by the Module series Fx180, Fx190?
For the first time, this is a chipset that's focused on our business. It's focused on mobile broadband and things that we want to do to bring internet to the home. So these new chipsets, the X72, X75, that are in the Fx180 and 190, they have integrated quad-core processors. They support Wi-Fi 7 and Ethernet as well. So it makes it a very cost-optimized solution for our OEM customers that make the home gateways and home routers to provide a cost-optimized solution to the carriers. And then in addition, the carriers, are very big on this bringing broadband to the home, enabling broadband to the masses, if you will, people that might not have fiber that coming to their home. Very simply drop a box into their house and they've got a home internet solution. So, that's a big business for us. That's a key focus market for Fibocom. And these chipsets are going to enable us to be that much better in that market.
That's terrific. Do you see this as relevant to Release 17?
Well, Release 17, there's some optimization going on in Release 17, some additional band aggregation that the carriers can do to allow more bandwidth to be used by customers. So therefore, more users could be in the same area, utilizing the same spectrum, and still get high throughput. So, from the most part, and some power saving features as well that is in Release 17. But I think that's the big benefit.
Okay, that's great. So moving on to the FG370, the fixed wireless access.
Yep.
This is primarily for home use, presumably.
Yeah, very similar product. We've had great success with the FG360. That was a Release 15 product. The 370's a continuation of that. Again, integrated processor, great for home gateway type products. And just a continuation on of the most successful product that we've had so far in the broadband access market.
Do you see that as primarily a home-based type of application or business as well?
Yeah, I mean small business as well. I mean, there's a lot of application in what we call the carpeted space enterprise that need a mobility product that will bring high-speed access to think about construction sites, things like that need some kind of internet access and don't necessarily have the time to do a wired solution to them. So yeah, we see that in SMB as well.
And now your massive IoT solutions, Fibocom's massive IoT solutions, how do those compare with LoRa, particularly on, say, battery life and cost?
Yeah, I mean, they each have their space, right? I mean, LoRa, non-standards based, so there's not a whole lot of infrastructure out there for it, but in an isolated area, you can set a LoRa network up, and it's very good for low power, low cost type of infrastructure. We're more focused on standards-based products, CAT-M, NB-IoT, all of that. So we've got a couple products there already with the Qualcomm 9X05 based product in CAT-M. So it gives you wide coverage, low power, low cost type connections for metering and applications like that. We're also engaging on a very low power product from Altair based on their new 1350 chipset that we'll be announcing at Embedded World here in a couple weeks. And that offers extremely low power for battery applications and water metering, if you will, or and gas metering, where you don't have that connectivity to electrical available to you, and you can 15 years and on some AA batteries, and that's very attractive to utilities power companies that don't want to go out and touch a device, for at least 15 years.
Yeah.
Truck roll for that is pretty expensive.
Yeah.
And so the payback, and the cost of ownership on that, it's very attractive.
And now turning to some particular key markets like the logistics market and the industrial IoT market, how do you see Fibocom addressing those markets for IoT?
Well, for transportation, obviously, that's integrated products with GPS connectivity, and now most recently the NTN, the satellite, the terrestrial satellite connectivity. That's becoming quite a big thing and supported in some of the new products that we have out in the market. Bringing together both terrestrial and satellite connectivity is very important to making those applications work.
Is that available now, the satellite connectivity?
It's coming. It's a release 17 type of technology, and that's something that will be supported in the Altair product that we're talking about. We can also can support it in some of the Qualcomm products as well, and so that's a big focus for us.
And then talking about AI and the use of AI in modules and moving that forward, what sort of applications do you think that's going to be particularly used in?
Well, anything that can benefit from computing at the edge, right? You're not relying on sending data to the cloud, have the compute done there, and then send it back to the device. I mean, that's the latency there it gets to be too long, right? And as you know, we have an automotive background as well, and things like autonomous driving. You need instant response and things at the edge. So there and then factory automation, right? You need fast decision on the robotics going on in factory automation. So having more processing power, at the device, and being able to do that compute at the edge. Is very beneficial for many different applications.
So that would be the industrial IoT thing as well as the the car thing. Obviously, the driving and so forth. There's all of that. What about healthcare? Do you think that's an opportunity there? Or?
Well, remote healthcare is ever since COVID hit, right?
Right.
Remote healthcare is very important. Having sensors, with a patient that is remote, that they don't have to come into the doctor's office and they can just check out what's going on with the patient remotely, and through the cloud is very beneficial.
Yeah.
Very cost optimized as well.
So that's much more of the future, isn't it? I mean, more of the future applications are going to be much more at the edge, and AI would be very much part of that, you would say.
Don't want to be cynical and say that the human factor is not important, because it is. You want to see your doctor, you want to be face to face, but for routine type diagnostics, monitoring, things like that, the remote healthcare is the way to go.
That's great. Well, thanks very much, Dan. Great to see you here.
All right, Robin, good to see you again.